Hello and welcome to my channel, Flat Earth Ally. My name is Jacqueline, and you'll know that if you joined me last week. If not, thanks for being here for the first time. Today I wanted to talk about the kind of benefits that there are to being a friend of a flat earther. But my computer is being jank, and this is like the fifth or sixth time I've tried to record, and every time I have a good take, it mysteriously doesn't save correctly, and there are 0 bytes in a file that should be many bytes. So I'm going to try to keep this brief. My husband is a flat earther. I went to the Flat Earth International Conference this past year in Denver, and I love the flat earth community, even though I'm not a flat earther myself. I'm also not a globe earther. So there's no trap for me to fall into. Sorry, somebody commented that on my video last week. Don't fall into this trap. Which means that they obviously didn't watch the video and makes me think it may have been a bot. Because there are a lot of those, especially in any video that says flat earth, unless it's mocking. Anyway, back on track. You should be friends with a flat earther if you're not a flat earther, because they have such an open mind. You know, think about any time in your life where you've had that moment where, like, oh, my whole life's been a lie, because something that you thought was true before you can remember, you found out was not. Like that your puppy dog didn't go to a farm, and you find out for the first time that your mom gave it away to somebody else because they didn't like the dog anymore. Anyway, that makes you question everything your parents have told you, doesn't it? And that's the same thing with the globe, which is much bigger than a puppy. People love the globe pretty much as they love puppies. I mean, I love dogs much more than the globe, but they don't come in here much. Anyway, being with somebody who has such an open mind like that really makes you think about your own preconceived notions, and it's really good for you to question. It's really good for you to question authority. I'm not talking about the big man upstairs. I don't know why I use that term. But anyway, I'm talking about the people who claim that they're an authority, these people who have usurped God's power on this earth. Wow, that sounds preachy, and I'm sorry. But powers that should not exist on this earth. Those authorities that tell you that, oh, the stock market is crashing, so you should panic. Or the government is shut down and you should care so much because you should fear so much. That's what they're trying with all of these news things, telling you to fear. And flat earthers don't fall into that trap. Most of them, almost all of them, they don't fall into that fear cycle. And they can help you break the cycle of fear if you choose to be their friend instead of laughing them off as a crazy person. Now, I'm going to tell you right now that if you do friend a flat earther and you're not a flat earther, there's a high chance you may become one. Or you may marry one because everybody else is a little bit too normal for you after that. I'm just kidding. Uh, we weren't. We were already really serious, my husband and I, back then, boyfriend. We were very serious in our relationship at that point. Although if I had not been an understanding person out of nature, the way he kind of came across with it, I might not have stuck around if I was somebody else. So, flat earthers coming out to their friends and family. Tread lightly and try not to be defensive. Think about remember how you were when you first came across the topic. Anyway, man, you should be a friend with a flat earther just because they will be the realest friend ever. They're not going to just tell you what you want to hear, but they're also super nice. Like the percentage of friendly, good hearted people in flat earth is so much higher than what like you experience in your day-to-day life. Because they gotta be. They know the value of people. They know how, we're all just manipulated by those powers that shouldn't be. Something that being exposed to flat earth gave to me was really that understanding that generally people are good, and that negativity that comes up in a person doesn't really come from them. It comes from influences outside of who that person truly is. And if you can really understand that, you can see that no one who's ever loved you has ever hurt you in your whole life, because it was a symptom of something much more sinister going on in that person that was not not really them. And so being a friend with a flat earther, or just being exposed to flat earth, can really grow your ability to forgive. I think that's one of the most valuable things about being involved with a flat earther, is your ability to forgive and let go of things in your past. I met Dave Murphy at the conference. If you haven't seen his videos, you'll love him or hate him, but you'll definitely have a reaction. You should check him out. He is one of those people who flat earth is not his only thing. Most flat earthers, that's not their only thing. And he really just wants to help people and help them unchain themselves to a paradox, whatever, matrix that has been created as a trap for people. And everybody at the conference was like that. The content producers, like Patricia Steer, was just the loveliest woman. For her haters, you're wrong. I'm sorry. You can have your opinion, but I'm definitely going to disagree. She's wonderful. Mark Sargent was great. Um, Flat Earth Man, Alex. He was so cool to me, and I love his music that is not just flat Earth, but very giving person. And two other people who just went to the conference who has never produced a video. Some of my favorite people, Colin, and I hope you in Seattle. I hope you hear this. You are lovely to meet. Thomas from Sweden, who we hung out with, like Kyle and I hung out with like almost the whole conference. And definitely one of my favorites, Mark from New York, who does have a channel and puts stuff up. Just I had listened to him on Mark Sargent's show so many times, and I've lived in New York, and it was so great to meet him. And he's just such a great guy. And man, it's just wonderful having flat earth friends. And if you're not a flat earther, you need to get one for yourself. And so I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you do go out and you find a flat earther to be friends with. And if you're a flat earther, I hope a wonderful person finds you, or vice versa. talk about your own experiences in the comments with interactions you've had between positive ones, please. I would love that. Positive interactions with non-flat earthers and flat earthers together. And I hope you join me for the next show. It's going to be next week, again on Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, aka my time. Have a great day. Bye.